Why does working 12 hours a day in Bangalore still leave your bank account empty? We often blame rising inflation or our basic salary size for this constant struggle. Blaming the economy makes us feel better, but it hides the real danger. The truth is that we are repeating silent habits that self-made millionaires completely avoid. Let's look at the exact moment your hard-earned money begins to vanish. Your phone buzzes on the first of the month with a salary credit notification. But within 48 hours, automatic debits and credit card bills wipe out the balance. You're left wondering where your entire month of hard work actually went. Have you ever noticed how quickly this cycle repeats itself every single month? This pattern becomes incredibly dangerous as you approach a major life transition. When you are 25, you can easily recover from a bad financial decision. But as you approach the age of 50, your recovery window shrinks to 0. Because of this tight timeline, a single mistake can permanently damage your retirement. If you do not fix these hidden habits now, your future comfort is at risk. The first major leak starts with a very common Indian attitude toward daily spending. We often dismiss small daily expenses with a casual chalta hai attitude. A quick tea at the tapri or a small online order seems completely harmless. But these tiny, repetitive transactions slowly drain your core savings. We hesitate to spend on books, yet we swipe for small comforts without thinking. This micro-spending habit gets amplified when we enter modern retail spaces. Walking into D-Mart makes you feel like you are saving money on every item. Since everything costs just 99 rupees, your mental guard drops completely. You load your cart with plastic containers and extra snacks you never planned to buy. At the billing counter, those tiny discounts add up to a massive bill. This retail trap grows even larger during our major festive seasons. During Diwali, online platforms scream that bulk packages offer the best value. You buy a 10-pack of cosmetics or home goods just to get a 30% discount. Most of those items end up sitting in your closet until they expire. You spent real cash today for a discount on things you will never use. There is a specific psychological theory that explains this irrational behavior. Richard Thaler won a Nobel Prize for explaining how we categorize money. We treat festival bonuses and daily wages as if they have different values. Because of this mental error, we waste thousands on sales while skipping investments. If you do not treat every rupee equally, your budget will keep leaking. But the second habit is driven by social pressure, rather than retail tricks. The fear of log kya kahenge is the single biggest wealth killer in India. We spend money we do not have to impress people we do not even like. If your thoughts on this match mine, please share your views in the comments. We wear expensive brands as armor to hide our deep financial anxieties. This social anxiety becomes painful when the restaurant bill finally arrives. At a group dinner, everyone hesitates when the bill is placed on the table. To avoid looking cheap, you quickly grab the folder and hand over your card. Inside, you are panicking about how this will affect your monthly budget. You bought a few seconds of social praise at the cost of real peace of mind. A famous French sociologist explained why we crave this expensive validation. Pierre Bourdieu wrote that we use taste and spending to mark our social class. When we feel economically insecure, we overcompensate with visible luxury. Because of this insecurity, we pay a high price to prove we belong. True wealth does not need to shout, but fake status requires constant funding. This leads directly to the third habit of copying our immediate peers. We constantly monitor what our neighbors and colleagues are buying. If Sharmaji buys a new SUV, we suddenly feel our hatchback is inadequate. We copy their lifestyle without knowing their actual debt levels. This silent competition forces us into long-term financial commitments. The most common version of this trap involves cars and schools. We sign up for heavy EMIs to park a premium car in our apartment lot. Then we enroll our children in expensive international schools we can barely afford. These monthly commitments leave absolutely no room for error in your life. You are working 12 hours just to keep up with this artificial standard. A legendary financial writer issued a direct warning about this game. Morgan Housel warns against playing a financial game different from your own. Your neighbor might have family wealth that you know nothing about. Because of this blind copying, you risk your own long-term security. You must run your own race based on your actual bank balance. The fourth habit is chasing quick riches to solve these self-made problems. Many professionals try to fix their finances by chasing speculative stocks. They want a shortcut to double their money in a few weeks. But they do this without having a basic emergency fund in place. They focus entirely on high returns while ignoring the massive risks. This speculative urge often leads to unverified investment tips. We buy remote plots of land based on rumors in family WhatsApp groups. We trust a cousin's tip more than professional financial advice. Years later, that land remains empty and completely impossible to sell. Your hard-earned capital is now locked up in an illiquid asset. This highlights the difference between making money and keeping it. Earning a high income is a completely different skill from protecting it. Many high earners in India end up broke because they lack defense. Because of this lack of defense, their wealth vanishes during market downturns. You must build a strong financial shield before chasing high returns. The final habit is the stubborn belief that our past knowledge is enough. Many senior professionals believe their past success makes them financial experts. They reject advice from younger advisors or modern digital platforms. They repeat the phrase, "I know best," while their portfolios stagnate. This stubborn pride prevents them from adapting to the modern economy. They continue to rely on outdated methods that no longer work. Relying entirely on traditional fixed deposits is a losing strategy today. After taxes and inflation, those safe returns actually lose purchasing power. Yet we cling to them because they feel familiar and comfortable. The financial world has changed, but our investment playbook has not. To survive, we must shift our entire approach to managing money. You do not need a higher salary to start building real wealth. You need to stop the silent leaks that drain your current income. If you have a better financial tip, please subscribe and share it below. Ultimately, this means the silent leaks in your budget are finally closing. Let's take a final look at your actual financial readiness today. Open your bank statement tonight and look at the last 30 days. Identify the exact places where your money is silently slipping away. Stop paying a high price just to maintain a fake social status. Your future financial freedom depends entirely on the choices you make today. If you face that choice today, would you really pick the same answer?